president should get to know that it has gotten to a point that we who are supporters, who are members of the APC, we can no longer keep quiet. The president must rise to the occasion. You will not see the truth and you are afraid to say it because you will die. We must open, Mr. President. The nation is on fire.
All right, we all see that poster that is there. That's Percy say that the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he should step aside for the president based on the insecurity in the country. That the insecurity is getting high day by day.
My fellow Nigerians, something big and deep is presently happening in Nigeria, and a lot of Nigerians are not finding it funny anymore. A lot of people are saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should step down. Don't be in a hurry. I have some videos I want you guys to see, but just give me 1 or 2 minutes to see what I want to say. If we remember, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was campaigning for election, he promised us renewed hope. He promised us security. He promised us that there will be end to hardship. There will be end to poverty. There will be end to suffering. There will be electricity. There was a lot that he promised us together with his cabal. But today, the reverse is the case. And the rate of insecurity in Nigeria presently, banditry, killing, in fact, you name it, a lot of Nigerians are no longer happy with what is going on. Some group of people came out and they said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should step down because they believe that he's not fit to take care of the insecurity in Nigeria. This is really sad. I saw a video on TikTok of a man. This man should be more than 55 years. The way he was sobering, the way he was crying on TikTok. Why was he crying? Because of the rate of insecurity in the Southwest. He said people can no longer travel in peace. People can no longer go to their farm. People can no longer stay in their houses in peace. Like, it's getting alarming. Anyways, I will let you guys see some of the videos as regards to this, and then I want you to leave your comments in the comment section. Take your time to watch this video. Do not be, don't be tribalistic, don't be sentimental, don't be, take your emotions hard. I want you to watch these videos logically, and then leave your comments in the comment section. Let's interact what you think about these videos. I really don't know what to say. I'm short of words, but let's see the videos and I will be back.
The president should get to know that it has gotten to a point that we who are supporters, who are members of the APC, we can no longer keep quiet. The president must rise to the occasion. You will not see the truth and you are afraid to say it because you will die. We must open, Mr. President. The nation is on fire. The president must rise to the occasion. We must rise to the occasion. We must bring in people to save this country, or else we will be consumed. Every one of us will have a chapter for history. Whenever the history of this period will be written, whatever is our position, we have a chapter. We cannot keep quiet any longer. It has gotten to a point that we cannot sleep with our 2 eyes closed. We are not free. Our children are not free. The president must rise to the occasion. There's no nation that is so powerful that doesn't need support of other nations. Individual cannot say you will leave the world without any other person with you. So we must rise. The situation is our security system has collapsed. It has failed, and because it has failed, we need to look for foreign support. It costs Nigeria nothing. Forget the ego, forget the superiority of Nigeria in African nation. Today we are facing serious problem. If our nation is to survive this period, I'm not in doubt that the security architecture we have today cannot cope with what we are facing. Every part of this country is threatened, from the north to the south. Nobody is safe. Nobody can travel 50 kilometers in our nation. I feel like shedding tears for a country that we grew up, where nobody harasses you when you travel from Lagos to Maiduguri. I've done it in times past. Today I cannot travel from here to Kaduna to Niger State where I was born. The president must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation. This is my position, Mr. President. We must rise to it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes. education and submit, Mr. President.
With a heartbreaking appeal from Ogbomosho, the husband of Mary Akombi, one of the teachers kidnapped last Friday from schools in Orile, local government area of Oyo State, is begging the kidnappers to take him instead and release his wife and their 18-month-old baby. The man made the emotional plea in a viral video interview with media entrepreneur Chude Jideonwo, who visited Ogbomosho days after the mass abduction. The distraught husband said the community has been left with no security presence and no protection.
Excellency, àwa la kù kò sẹ́ni ọ̀dọ̀ kò sí security ẹ̀ka tó ń dúró wà lálẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó jẹ́ security ìjà tó bá wọn lọ wọ́n kàn gbé sí wọn síbẹ̀. Mo fi hàn nílẹ̀ wọ́n wá gbé mi wọ́n máa fi ọwọ́ àkọ́kọ́ mi lẹ́ ìyàwó àkọ́kọ́ mi lẹ́ kí wọ́n wá gbé mi kí wọ́n ti gbé àwọn àkọ́kọ́ mi ibẹ̀ náà ni mo wà kí wọ́n wá gbé mi. Ọkùnrin lẹ́yìn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ni kí wọ́n wá gbé mi mo wà nígbà tí wọ́n ti pàtẹ́ mi jẹ́ náà tí wọ́n ti pàyè mi jẹ́ wọ́n ti wéètì lẹ́rù mi ìyàwó àkọ́kọ́.
Can't imagine what this man is going through. Mary Akombi is a staff member of First Baptist Church, Ogbomosho. She was kidnapped with her baby strapped to her back in a video posted by the kidnappers. She was heard pleading for government intervention.
I'm from Ibadan. I'm working at First Baptist Church, Ogbomosho, Yawota area. Yesterday, the people of the young people came to our school, and we are being kidnapped, both the teachers and the children. We are all here. We need help from the federal government and the state government, both the church, First Baptist Church, Yawota, and the community. We need your help so that these people will release us. Please help us. Please help us. We need help from our president. We need help from our president. Tinubu, please help us. Our state government. Engineer Sheyimakide, please. And both the Nigerian Christians, please help us. Please help us. Oh. The children are here, they are crying so that we will not waste our life. Please help us all. We need your help. Help us all. Don't neglect us all.
This is what insecurity has reduced Nigerians to. Husbands begging to trade places with kidnapped wives. Parents watching their children dragged into forests. Communities left defenseless. President Tinubu says a rescue operation is underway. Oyo State says the kidnappers are trapped. But every day that passes, the trauma deepens. These are real families, real lives. They are waiting. Adefemi, my heart is broken. Sorry.
Honestly, it's so difficult to watch these stories because you're expected as journalists to consume the most heinous things and put it back out. So it's very difficult to listen to what that lady had to say. But really, this is a call on the government, as she said, right? Because we talk about insecurity so much, it almost feels like it's redundant. But this is the human cost of the type of insecurity. And it's getting worse. And it's all of our problems. For decades, we've made it seem as though this is a problem of just the north. But it is moving southwards. And we're hearing it getting closer and closer. It doesn't need to come to anybody's front doorstep before we realize that we need help. This woman has a baby strapped to her back. No provisions to feed the child, to change a nappy, to drink or to eat for herself. It's awful what we are constantly having to endure as Nigerians, what we have to see all of the time. So yes, as she said, the state governor, Governor Sheyimakide, the President Tinubu, you have to do something and do something quickly. We were talking about teachers and students being abducted days ago. Now we are hearing that while rescue operations are still ongoing, more people are still vulnerable. It is awful what is happening, and ultimately they need to be brought home as quickly and as safely as possible.
Absolutely.
And just to chime in quickly, Governor Sheyimakide has been relatively proactive. He's signed an executive order that's supposed to regulate some of the local vigilantes and associations so that they can actually be able to operate within the ambit of the law to secure the state, because it's now gone beyond police, it's gone beyond army. But the DHQ has also made a statement on the Oyo kidnapping kidnappings, and they've said that these kidnappings are as a result of what we've spoken about daily here, which is that the JAS terrorists that are being attacked in other parts of the country, we know all the airstrikes that have been going on and all the other operations the military has going on, those people are running away. And where are they running away to? They're coming south. So everybody has to be prepared. Every state, every region, nobody is immune to this. The moment you relax is the moment they sneak in. Now, lastly, on the children, we have a Safe Schools initiative, and it's so sad that it's only now that some of the Southwest states are now reported to be kicking it into action. We can't be reactive. There are so many solutions that exist in paper or in policy to a lot of the challenges that we face here in Nigeria. But more often than not, we wait for calamity to knock at our door before we remember that, oh, we actually had a solution for this. Let's quickly put it into action. But late is better than never. So I hope those Safe Schools initiatives are rolled out. I believe the most recent person to make a commitment to ensure that it's rolled out is Governor Adeleke of Osun State. He said he's going to ensure, and I hope that all other states now take Safe School initiatives seriously, because the Union of Teachers is threatening to strike because now it seems being a teacher is now an existential threat. I mean, how can being a teacher become one of the riskiest career choices rather? Yeah, on earth. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Rufai, a few years ago, the world donated $30 million to Nigeria for this Safe School initiative. But before I come to you, meanwhile, earlier this week in Oyo State, Police Command, the Oyo State Police Command, had to push back on claims of another attack in Ogbomosho and neighboring communities after a series of viral videos circulating on X suggested that criminals had invaded the area. In the clips, students and residents were seen running for their lives, fearing of a new attack.
There you are. 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 Oh no! Oh no! Get back! Oh no! Get back! A mini! A mini! You don't tell him. Wait your apple. Wait your apple. You don't tell him. You don't tell him.
Yes, the young child was saying Ede Jesu. Ede Jesu, meaning blood of Jesus. Do you know what sort of trauma? This young child is scarred for life. But in a statement on Tuesday, the police said the altercation heightened suspicion within the school, leading students to spread unverified claims. The police called on the public, especially young people, on social media to be cautious when sharing or amplified unconfirmed reports that have not been cleared by security officials. Obviously, there was panic in the air because just hours before that incident, their colleagues were attacked and abducted. Their family members are still in captivity as we speak. You also saw the gruesome murder of Michael. I mean, a teacher's life. What is a teacher's life worth, Rufai?
Oji, it's worth nothing. The life of every Nigerian is worth nothing to the government. And that's what it shows. The only lives that are worth something, maybe is the life of a current serving politician in a high position that has access to police and guard. You and I, our lives are worth nothing. The day we understand that, maybe it will help us appreciate things better. You were saying in that report that when people should verify from the security agents when things like this are being shared. But with due respect, I'm sorry, the security agents have not shown themselves as a trusted arbiter in all of this. And it's sad to say. Vimbai, you said something just now that the DHQ said these are the terrorists that were chased away. Was it not the same military authority that said that there are no terrorist bases in the Southwest?
So the argument, the release is ultimately saying that, well, they are not based, but they are people who are in transit.
So
that's
are they not
holding brief, but that's what the statement says.
Are they not terrorists? So now they've now corrected themselves that they were terrorists. JAS terrorists. Yeah. But formerly they said there are no terrorist bases, that there are no terrorists in the Southwest. So you just see what a security authority in the space of a week has just contradicted itself. But if it's Justice Crack that talks about how soldiers are suffering, they were incarcerating. By the way, we're happy it's out now. So you can see, who are the people do we want to respect? But we'll still support them because things will have been way worse. So we appreciate the service of the good ones amongst them. Oji, you talked about $30 million being raised for Safe School Initiative. This will excite you. As at 2021, Sarah asked to probe missing $30 million Safe School money.
Gone, right?
They wrote a letter to Buhari. The question is, they should show us what they did with the Safe School $30 million. What did the Safe School do? Is it not to ensure, okay, there are fences around schools and all of that? Hoji, till today, the girls that were kidnapped in KB, military was stationed in that school. They said they called them 30 minutes before the terrorists came to kidnap those girls. Till today, we have not answered the question, who gave the military the order to leave the school so that the girls would be kidnapped in KB?
This is the question.
Then we now come to the case of these people here. Oji, over a week, we want to say our military architecture have not been able to track where these people are. And that's why I say our lives does not mean anything. Except you are high up there and you have government protection. Look at this teacher. They're poor. They're struggling to give children a future. They are being beheaded. They are being killed. At least Governor Seyi Makinde has shown proactiveness. But he can't do it alone.
All right.
Where is the leader of our country? Even traveling all the way there as a father of the nation to consult people. But if I talk now, they will say Rufai is stupid. You know why? Because when he went to Jos to consult people, it's not airport he stayed and he was checking time, say, flight will soon go, flight will soon go. Right. There's no light on the runway. He didn't even enter the place where people's children were there. And if I say this thing now, the next day they will say that Rufai talk as if all the problems in country was caused by Tinubu. It's not caused by Tinubu. I'm saying all of this is because President Tinubu is the one in charge. When President Buhari was here, did I mention President Tinubu? No.
All right. The box stops.
The box stops with him.
All right. So, I mean, we've seen these videos. We saw a grandmother crying, wailing, where, you know, these families are devastated. Like you said, I know that the Oyo State government is doing their best, but these are real lives. Please, I would, you know, ask the security forces. I know that they're doing their best. Please ensure that, you know, these families reunite. Well, now to politics. We're seeing more.
All right, we all see that poster that is there. That's Percy say that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he should step aside for the president based on the insecurity in the country. That the insecurity is getting high day by day. But me personally, I might not be a fan of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I might not be a fan of Obi. I might not be a fan of Atiku Abubakar. Or even Amici. But sometimes we as Nigerians need to ask ourselves these simple questions. Everyone is saying Tinubu should step aside. That the insecurity is getting out of hand. But have any of you actually think of why the insecurity is going up and increasing every day? Why the insecurity is not increasing day by day now? What are the reasons? Does that actually now show or prove that this insecurity is political? See, people are used to play politics. Or people are trying to use it to cause issue in the Tinubu government, or they are trying to use to make sure Tinubu don't return for the second tenure. Because the anger of Nigeria today is the insecurity in the country. I would say that is one of the toughest ones a lot of people are saying. People are saying you should step down, step down, step down. I begin to now wonder, isn't that this insecurity is actually is just to frustrate Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. Is it that if anybody who is in power or some certain region don't like that person, that government will be uncomfortable with that person? Let's look at Goodluck Jonathan. Jonathan government, we understand the insecurity that frustrated Jonathan government administration. Chibok girls, a lot of things were going under his leadership. People used that also to frustrate Goodluck Jonathan government. And Nigeria were demanding Goodluck Jonathan must go. And the man left with respectfully congratulating late Buhari after the general election. Are they really still looking in that direction? That Tinubu will do the same thing. Tinubu is different from Jonathan. Tinubu is a very strong-minded man as a politician. But if persons or whosoever, they are using the insecurity now to discredit his government, or in the hope that Tinubu will step aside, but who will take over if Tinubu decides to step down now? Who will take over? That is a question you as a Nigerian citizen, I want you to ask. Let's put party settlement on one side. Let's forget I'm APC, I'm Labour, and NDC for now. Let's ask question. If Obi is the president, and so certain area don't like him, does that mean they will frustrate the government with insecurity? Jonathan government is number one. We all can easily tell. One of the biggest challenges of Jonathan government, it was insecurity. Not Tinubu. Why? When the South person is in position of power, there is always increase of insecurity in the country. These are questions you as a Nigerian should begin to ask yourself. We want change in the country, we want a new Nigeria, but don't we also think we should be led to say the truth for once and also look at the different area where this insecurity is actually coming from? Because the way it is as we speak is to show there is more to this. Not really about Nigeria. This is not about Tinubu to resign as the city president. Nigeria, what is your opinion? Let me have yours on the comment section on these issues. Thank you. Stay blessed.
Welcome back, guys. I hope we've seen the videos. What do you guys think? Let's interact in the comment section. This is really sad indeed. It is very, very sad. Anyways, if I have more updates as regards to this or other political news in Nigeria, I'll also come here to share it with you guys. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Turn it to all so that each time I upload new videos, you'll be among the first set of people to get notified by YouTube. And I want to say a very big thank you to my returning subscribers. You guys are awesome. Like each time I post videos here, you come to watch the videos, you leave your comments, and you also like and share my videos. Sincerely from my heart, I do appreciate. I do not take it for granted. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to YouTube for giving us such an amazing platform to share news and politics with my fellow Nigerians in Nigeria and in the world at large. Thank you very much, YouTube. With that being said, guys, I remain your one and only Lady J. And yeah, it's Lady J Corner. Have a wonderful day. Bye.